Good morning and welcome to Hometown Living.
Good morning.
So I've heard of the Sunburst races for years, but not about the ambassador program. So tell me what that is.
The ambassador program is a group of people who are enthusiastically talking about the races, raising awareness of this race coming up in May, and talking more about what the race benefits.
And so this race is very close to both of your hearts. So tell me a little bit why you run for this race.
Yeah, Sunburst was my first race ever, so it's really nostalgic coming back and running it each year, but this year it's a little more special. I had my fourth son in October, and he had to stay in the NICU and benefited greatly from everyone at Beacon Children's Hospital, and we just felt really loved as a family there, not just his medical care, but they were really emotionally caring for our whole family, and they made it a lot easier for us to have a child in the hospital. And those are the services that are directly benefiting from Sunburst races. So it's really cool to promote the race this year.
Wonderful. And how is your son now?
He's great.
Yes.
I wanted to bring him, but he was gonna puke all over me.
So not a good day.
Not good.
And what about you, Marcus? Why do you run this race?
Running's changed my life. I love it. It's made me grow as a person. It's made me grow athletically. I've met wonderful people along the way. It didn't start that way. It was challenging at first. It was 20-minute runs, and the only part that felt good was finishing at the end. But that helped, and it stuck with it, and I just grew to love running over time. So beyond that, I learned last year that the Sunburst races benefit the Beacon Children's Hospital. So I put the two together, and here I am.
What will you each be competing in this year?
We're both doing the half marathon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is 13.1?
13.1 miles.
Okay. And where does the route take you in South Bend?
It
Where do you
takes you
start
all
and-
throughout a lot of the neighborhoods.
Okay.
It'll start at the Century Center
Okay.
and finish at the Century Center with
Okay.
a loop.
Oh, wonderful. Awesome. So what does it mean for people? So you started out running, everybody can just leave their house and like run their own neighborhood. But what does it mean to be involved in a community event like this, but also running with other people that have, the same interests, I guess?
It's, my first 5K I ever ran was like a smaller 5K, and I felt good about it. But I really wanted to look up what is that big race in our community, and the Sunburst was front and center. It's definitely the race to kick off summer. It's great energy. There's lots of people there. So it's a totally different atmosphere. You get more energy to finish the race. It has a huge impact at this race.
And what about you, Molly? What does it mean to be competing in something like this with other people as opposed to just doing it by yourself?
Yeah, I mean, you can go out and run along the Riverwalk and downtown South Bend any day, and we do it all the time. But training for something is just totally different than race day energy. You have all the people, you see tons of people that maybe you didn't even know were running. I know last year I saw teachers from my kids' school and like people from the grocery store, and then like all my running friends, and it's like just coming together collectively is so much fun.
You mentioned training. So talk about like what it takes to train for a race like this.
I think people look at us and we're more experienced. We've done this many years, they say, oh, I could never do that. But that's not true at all. Like you can just start really simple, consistency, and there's 10 weeks left?
Yeah, exactly 10 weeks left, including this week. So start, pick a plan, stick with it. Don't overtrain. Like you want to be consistent with that plan, but not push too hard into injuries. So it's just start, get out there. 10 weeks is perfect.
Well, and there's a 5K walk too, right? So even if you didn't want to run, you can walk the race, correct?
Absolutely.
And that does the same route as the run, it just that you just walk it a little slower, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
No pressure, no time limit.
What was the very first race that you ran, how did you feel when you crossed that finish line?
I felt ready to do another one.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. It was so cool just to set a goal and then achieve it. Just so much fun.
And what about you, Marcus?
I remember, yeah, it was the first time I had ever consecutively run 3.1 miles. And that was a big deal to me personally. And then I was ready for the next one. And that's how I found the Sunburst, because I'm like, I need to do a bigger race. So it is just a great race to me in my heart.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you have 4 children. What does it mean to you for your kids to watch you like train and compete in something like this?
Oh gosh. I really hope that they see how much it takes to get out and do it consistently, even on bad days. It's not all the fun. You don't just show up on race day and like that's it. Like there's so much under the surface that I hope that they see, and hopefully will instill some great habits in them and some motivation to push for goals that maybe don't seem achievable right now.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, and thank you for doing what you're doing for Beacons Children's Hospital.
Thank you.
If you would like to sign up for the Sunburst race, just head over to sunburst.beaconhealthsystem.org. The race takes place on Saturday, May the 31st.